Welcome to the Brandon T Show, where we talk about everything that's important to the working man. When I say working man, we don't do politically correct here. Working man is men, women, whoever's out here getting it. And this is the Working Man Committee. There's a lot going on, a lot happening. We got stuff around the world. We got the Russians exercising, Vladdy watching. You got struggles of the working man during the last pandemic. So they take surveys, like they know everything. The government knows everything, and so they polled everything out there and trying to see what the way of the temperature, and try to figure out what's important, what's not important, and so forth. And they came up with a number or a statistic or a report. And so this report was shared here recently and determined that working men, y'all ain't all that happy with certain situations and so forth. And which y'all, instead of just taking it, y'all actually made moves. Proud of the working man. Different time, different ages, different time. So working man just ain't gonna turn over and lay down. Be able to use their mobility. And then in entertainment news, Kanye, yay, so forth, stirring the pot, as they say, and to a point that stirring the pot has not been helpful to himself. Yeah, I mean, I'm no sharing opinion and so forth. I'm sharing my opinion, but you gotta navigate it right. You just can't throw it out there on any subject matter. Like with here, I look at different stories and subject matters, and I'm like, I got a great opinion for this, and I got a great opinion for that, but got like how to reverberate, and then how to deliver it. So Kanye, not to work on his delivery and how it reverberates, because like that stuff can get misconstrued, it can get taken out of context, or you could just add too much to the story yourself and chop your own knees. But like I said, though, it's some matter of looking at what's right, what's wrong, and sometimes maybe don't take that interview. Maybe don't say everything you want to say. You know, working man, we be at the job, want to have certain conversations, and be like, yo, buddy, what do you think about X? But like I said, you got to kind of keep it surface level. And Kanye's going to learn that big platform that you can't throw out every idea. Right? You work with, like I said, like working man, you work with a bunch of Cowboy fans and they lost. You know, they get real emotional. Or a bunch of Patriots fans. They don't know what they're doing right now. But yeah, but anyway, let's get into our stories today. Putin monitors drills for Russian nuclear forces and practice missiles launches. So, Russia yesterday, or back on Wednesday, they was doing their drills. Vladdy sitting there looking at it on their old monitor, and it was simulating if they got attacked by ballistic missiles, how could they respond back to that in their responses. So Russia doing all they're doing, now they're like, okay, He's probably looking at like, oh, it's been a while now. Ain't a whole lot happened. Maybe the world might try something against us to stop us from their foolishness. Yeah, so we'll see what old Vladdy. I mean, they try these shows of force. It's always a military exercise. So hey, we got bombs over here. Cool, gotcha. But I don't know, Vladdy. What's happening over there is a little crazy. But anyway. Back over here. Working man, I want to say, I'm proud of you. Y'all just didn't take this one. Workers without sick pay and family quit during the pandemic more than those who had benefits. House report says, yes, you won't gonna be out there in the pandemic risking it all, and your job ain't getting you no bennies. Nah, I'm with you. It's like, nah, like, hey, well, if I get sick, I just ain't gonna get paid. I might not ain't be here. So, work, man. I want to say, way to stand up for yourself. You could have clocked in, risked it all, got sick, sat at the house, no money. But you didn't. You decided to say, hey, if you're not going to benefit me, I ain't working for you. And I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to have seen this story. So in the House report, indicate the absence of social safety net policies in the United States affected the labor forces. Yes. So before now, 19 and back, God, they had to get you nothing. You would have took whatever. Worked that job, no benefits, and just rolled it out. But 2020 reprogrammed you. Realized that, hey, if you ain't benefit me, I ain't got nothing for you. Proud of you, working man. Let's go to a little entertainment news. Adidas terminate relationship with Kanye West after pressure to cut his ties over anti-Semitic comments. It's back. See, it's all about attack, right? Kanye saying whatever he's saying. Kanye was a billionaire before he opened his mouth. And now that Adidas and a whole slew of other companies said they're not going to do business with him anymore, he's not a billionaire anymore. Just like that. He was selling his shoes at Adidas, his clothes at the Gap. All that's gone. Just because he shared opinion, sat down too long, looked at a mic, and just went too hard. Like I said, sometimes you gotta realize who you are offending and who's on the other side of that table when you're negotiating your deals. And Kanye learned a hard lesson here after losing so much. Got my final story. I'm gonna leave you with a little humor. There's a photo of students in the Philippines wearing anti-cheating hats. Yes, they got these hats and like makeshift Halloween hats, to be more specific, and they blocking off the sides of the eyes, so like how horses have the blindness that they can't look left or right. These hats are similarly made, and so it looked like they were taking a test, and so there were 2 days of engineering and computer exams, and they had to wear the hats. So don't look left looking on the neighbor's paper, comparing my answer. I ain't really study this. Hey, what you got over there? None of that was happening. Novel idea. Should we do that here? Yeah, working man. A lot of interesting things happen in the world. With, like I said, what's happening in Russia. It seems like they just gonna keep going, whatever. They just on that road. And we'll see if how much longer it can be sustained. And then Kanye. I look at Kanye. To understand Kanye, you had to look back over the arc of a lot of his interviews. Kanye likes to throw a lot of words out. It's like, Kanye's like one of the guys like, well, I take the interview and I'm just going to spit it all out. Whatever I'm thinking. In order, out of order, and so forth. And to any body, in any subject. And I think that's what's happening to Kanye here. That he needs the attention, for one. Because being silent, rich guy, entertainer, over here not doing nothing, bothers him. Because you can tell every time it gets too quiet with him, he comes out with something splashy. And so, I look at it like this. What to do with that? It's like, because it's him that put a microphone in his face. Give him a platform to say whatever you want to say. But then, too, does he have anybody around him to say, hey, man, this ain't what you should be doing. Don't say that. Don't do that. But, and like I said, more of that story is that you need somebody, a quote-unquote trusted advisor. And with that being said, this has been the Brandon T. Show. See you next time. Peace.